Welcome back to Yildiz Readings 5D. Grab a cuppa, sit back and relax. All the information for bookings is at the end of this video. Divine Feminines, we're here to do your update for the end of the month moving into March. And yes, if you land on these and they resonate, they are not time specific, unless of course I'm mentioning the astrology, but these are energy reads nevertheless. Now I am seeing this week a lot of you are feeling as though, you know, you're ready to really be a mover shaker. You're really ready to make a difference in your life. And I feel your demeanor, your energy is going to become a lot more playful moving into the month. I feel it's almost like you're, if you were stuck on anything, it feels like you're moving out of that. You're moving back into duality of yourself. In the heart of it, you just really want to be at peace no matter what you're doing. I feel you want to get into this heart-centered energy. Some of you, yes, it's like you're focusing on your dreams. So it can be because of the pending moon that is coming. And also, whenever you are listening to this, you know, take an eye on where the moon is, because the moon is our intuition. It's our emotional energy. It's us feeding our soul, but it's us listening to our instinctual needs as well. And I feel a lot of you are doing that right now. I do feel the steps you're taking is towards your bright new beginning. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling super excited. I feel it's almost like your confidence now after all those retrogrades are really getting to a space that you're feeling pretty, I wouldn't say like you're perfect or anything like that. I feel it's more, you're more certain in what you will and won't have. You're more direct in your approach and what you're wanting. Again, I see a group of you actually, again, connecting with Soul Tribe, talking to individuals that really resonate with you, trying to look at the funnier side of life, which is always good. You know, it's the best thing to do is to look at comedy. It's to get that vibration back up, to do something that is a little bit quirky, a little bit outside of that box to shake that frequency up. Some of you, you know, it can be just those soul connections that are really, you know, calling you, but also investing in those projects yourself and the things that make you happy. So I think you could be moving into this bliss energy. And in the heart, like I said, this is really what you're wanting, is as long as you're feeling at peace with things, I feel you're more in that matching vibe. I do feel your counterpart is actually watching you. So if they are at a distance, it can be that they're actually watching you on social media. You're very much trying to be in your bliss, you know, and trying to get into that balance. You're trying to be understanding and compassionate towards yourself. Some of you could be actually starting to feel as though your schedule may be filling up. And I think some of you may bite off a little bit more than you can chew. But I think it's going to be interesting nevertheless. And I do feel it could be a balancing act when it does come to, you know, be it the circumstance of your twin flame path or the things that you're needing to do in your day, as well as the people that are going to be coming towards you. Now, one large message that did come through was that this week, some of you can be catching people looking at you, and that may be that they're, you know, and you're going to have a serendipity moment. It might be, oh, you know, this is nice. And it can be a tension, which is really perplexing you. It's like, what is this person looking at? But I feel there's somebody, especially for a group of you, it can be a friend that's saying, hey, by the way, such and such really likes you. And you may fob it off a little bit, but there are going to be some watching eyes on you this week. I feel deep down, you know, some of you know who this individual is. Some of you are going to know instinctually that, especially if you're waking up in the midnight hour, that your twin flame is thinking on you. I'm getting the message. It's dropping down to a 7. It can be that somebody is really interested in you and wanting a connection with you. I do feel at the core though, you know, if you're really completely honest with yourself, some of you are going to feel really flattered and it's going to boost you up. You know, you've dealt with your inner child, you've moved out of that. So your instincts are going to tell you what you need to do this week. And it's really important to have a very healthy relationship with your instincts. I know for me personally, on my twin flame path, I formed a very bad relationship with it. And that was during one of the breakups that we had. And then I reconnected to myself and I realized this, you know, inside of us, we do take things personal, but it's also, I was having a personal energy occurring inside my life and I needed to form that real healthy relationship with my intuition and to not be cross at myself. So I feel some of you are being very logical. Some of you are like, yes, I really like to have company. But again, you're not really settling. I feel those of you that are in that bliss, you know, you're wanting to be happy. You're choosing to be happy in the moment. You want your twin to be in balance. You instinctually know they're thinking on you, but you're definitely going to choose what is for you and what isn't for you. It's only really when we're running that we do choose things that maybe are out of a fair-based frequency. But there is this regeneration happening. But where you stand right now is always divinely guided. We not necessarily feel that way at the time. Some of you can be putting added pressure on yourself that, you know, you need to be where you need to be today. But I feel if this other individual is coming towards you and you're feeling really quite flattered and you're entertaining it, if you know deeply that you can't see this going anywhere, I'll pull a card. I'll pull a card away from ego. This can cause conflict in the bigger context of things, especially if you can't see, like I said, if you just can't see it going anywhere. It may mean that you're not ready, and it may be that it's beautiful and flattering, but if you don't walk your truth, it can become quite karmic, so be careful, okay? It's great, but, you know, if you know it's not for you, especially from your experience in the past and the hurtful things that have happened to us, we can regenerate, and that can be alone initially. And then we drop that pattern of codependency. We're able to usher people in. We know those things won't define us. If you're feeling that you need to make a decision, but you spiritually feel, hey, if I'm thinking about my twin flame, I'm in the past, not necessarily. But if you're not completely there and you go into something that you feel isn't all going anywhere, you know. So just be disconcerting between how this is happening. But no matter what it is, always do what is right by you. If you feel that that path is right for you, go for gold, beautifuls. Let's pull 3 cards for anything else they're wanting you to know. I feel it's quite exciting though. Like I do feel some chuckles with girlfriends. I feel, you know, and again, it's not all feminines that are feminine. Just chuckles with friends, connecting in with like-minded individuals. This can be via telephone or in person. Some of you, it's like you go way back, so it's really quite connected in. Some of you are having candid conversations, catching up, really gelling and looking back on where you came from. I do see a soul friend actually asking you, there you go, asking you in relation to your twin. And I feel they're quite taken back. They're quite surprised, whatever this is that you're talking about. They just can't, they can't believe it because they do, it's almost like they're quite spiritual themselves. So when they look at the connection between you and this individual, I feel if they haven't been in touch for a while, they're quite perplexed because spiritually they're tuned in and it's like that person's already with you. It could be a family member, but it's someone who's like tribe. It's someone who's really close to you. For some of you, like I said, though, this person is someone you haven't seen in a while. Yeah, they're like, you know, in your heart space, you're saying, look, yeah, okay, I was a bit broken. And it's usually we're really broken. But you're rebuilding that life. You're not controlling it. But again, this individual is almost gospel-y saying to you, I don't understand. And the reason they're so surprised is because they've actually channeled a message for you and they feel the energy of your counterpart very close. Yeah, so you're like, nah, it's done. And they're like, no, that's not what I'm channeling. Yeah. Last message. Yeah, like, you know, you're in your bliss. A lot of these cards are saying you have gone through a portal, and sometimes we can get to this space where it's very humanized. It's humanized. It feels very natural. It feels like it was all a facade. And it's when you get into that grounded space and you return to what we call the theoretical matrix of reality, it's then that you actually attract either your twin and it's usually a bunch of people, and this is why it's really resonating coming through with this reading. is usually when that happens, it's a sign from universe that you're in alignment and you're ready. But to always, always stay in alignment of picking your truth. Now, if you want to come through and see what is coming for the extension, come through. Otherwise, I will see you each week for your twin flame updates and for your star signs. Very separately, we have the star sign subscription, and all the information is at the end of this video, or you can find it on the website under subscription, and it gives you the layout of what it looks like and when it's launching. It will be launched before the end of this month, so come through and join the freebie membership in readiness for the paid. Love and light, take care. We do bring weekly content to you that does have extensions. If you need the link, it's directly below. Very separately, on a very exciting level, we have the Star Sign subscription being launched. It will be open before the end of the month and launched for March 2022. We also have the Twin Flame subscription. Now, both of these can be bought in duo, and with the duo packs and the higher levels, we do have the free guided meditation video and audio tracks, which are being added to. 2 extra channels, as I mentioned, lives during the week on Friday. Click the bell for the notification, and I'll see you on the other side for your star signs. For private sessions, my contacts are below.